Hey guys, welcome back to the Mets franchise as we'll in the middle of May here. If you're enjoying this franchise so far, please don't forget to drop a like. If you're new to the series, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a potential repeat season of the World Series. If you missed this series so far, go back and watch. It's been highly entertaining. We're coming off a World Series victory last season. Anyway, there you can see we're in the middle of May. We'll be playing the Braves to start this one off. And 27-14 is our record. We're 8 games up on May 11th. So that's pretty impressive. That sets us up for the rest of the year. And of course, it's super early, and it wouldn't be like a catastrophic loss if we lost the division come the end of the season. But, you know, this is the position you want to be in to start. I would be kind of surprised if we were to drop the division this season, unless we just get a ton of injuries or something. I'm expecting us to win the division big, and by the last episode, we should know we are winning the division. Shouldn't even be that much of a question. Anyway, we're at home against Atlanta in this one. Julio Urias versus Lucas Giolito. You can see both pitchers actually pitching pretty well, even though Giolito is 1-3. He has a 2.25 ERA, and Urias at 3.28 through his first 8 starts of the season. So good to see Urias doing better and better as he's starting to earn that money a little bit. We like him a little bit more, especially after the postseason last year. He was clutch as he gets Acuna swinging in the first. That's how the top half ends. Leading off the game for us is Ramon Urias, and he's going to hit one deep in a left field. Going back is Acuna. He's still going back. He looks up, and it's gone. Just gets out of here. It's a leadoff home run for Urias, and the Mets take a 1-0 lead in this one. Ramon Urias' 5th home run of the season. We moved him up from the 9th hitter to the leadoff spot because he's hitting so well, and he continues his hot hitting. It's 1-0. In the second we go, it's Francisco Alvarez. He's hot as well, and he's going to stay hot. That one's hit off the wall in left field. It's going to be a leadoff double in the second inning, so he just gets in there. Alvarez is Brett Beatty up next with Alvarez on second. He's going to hit one deep to right. Right fielder's going back. He looks up. It is off the wall. And Brett Beatty will be in the second with an RBI double. So 2 back-to-back off-the-wall doubles for the Mets here in this one. It's 2-0 in the second. Next up, Luis Robert. He's going to ground to second, so the runner gets over to third. We got a runner on third with less than 2 outs for Francisco Lindor. 3-2 count. He's going to fly one into center. This should be plenty deep enough to score Brett Beatty, and it looks like it will, no problem, as the Mets take a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. So good second inning. Leading off the third, it's Elliot Ramos, and he is going to hit one deep to right. Tucker's going to go back, but he is going to run out of room. That one is gone. A solo home run to lead off the third. So immediately the Braves get one right back as Elliot Ramos goes opposite field and hits a solo shot, making it 3-1. Still in the third, Urias would bounce back after that home run with 2 outs, and then he would get a strikeout here to end the inning. So good bounce back from Urias after the leadoff home run. We're jumping all the way to the 5th. It's Austin Riley. And oh boy, Austin Riley hit the cameraman. Had a hard time keeping up with that shot as that was so high and so gone. A solo shot. It makes it 3-2 now. The Mets lead is only 1 as Austin Riley hits his 6th home run of the season. Only 417 feet, but man, that was a mile high. Like we said, the cameraman had a hard time catching up to that one. Next batter is Oswaldo Cabrera. He walks on a high fastball. Next up, Elliot Ramos, who already homered, but he's going to strike out on a nice inside fastball. So Braves got a runner on first with 1 out for Bobby Dalbec, and he is going to hit one deep into center field. Luis Robert Jr. going back. He's at the wall. He's going to leap, and no, that one's way past his outstretched glove. It's a 2-run go-ahead home run for Bobby Dalbec into straightaway center field, and just like that, Urias has given up this 3-0 leads 4-3 Braves. Leading off the 5th, though, immediately, Luis Robert crushing one opposite field. No doubt about it to right center field. We're wearing the nice throwback alternates here. I actually like these jerseys. I want to wear them more often. They look really cool. They look really good. But Luis Robert to lead off ties this game up at 4. So we gave up the lead, but immediately Luis Robert tries to get us out of it. Still in the 5th, it is Teoscar Hernandez smokes one past the glove of the shortstop. That ball ends up going all the way to the wall. It's hit so hard, 115 miles an hour off the bat. My goodness, what a shot from Teoscar. That's a double, his 9th double of the season. It's Ramon Urias up next, and he's going to take ball 4. So we got something going here in the bottom half of the 5th. First and second, one out for Brandon Nimmo, and Nimmo is going to pop this one up. If it's fair, it should be an infield fly rule, and it is going to be fair, so it's an infield fly. First and second, two out now in the fifth for Kyle Tucker. Can he come through? He's going to line one to right, but right there is the right fielder, Oswaldo Cabrera, so he'll make the play. In the sixth, still tied at 4. Leading off is Pete Alonso, and he hits one deep into center field. Going back to center fielder, he's at the track, he's at the wall, and he'll make the catch right in front of the wall. Thought Pete Alonso was going to give us the lead here. Anyway, we're going all the way to the 8th. Acuna is going to strike out looking on a fastball inside. So through 8 innings, it's still tied at 4. And we're going to the, 7.5, I should say. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. It's Brandon Nimmo. He lines one in the right. That's a base hit. So 1-out base hit for Brandon Nimmo. Hopefully we can capitalize on this momentum as Kyle Tucker is up next. He's 0 for 3 this game, and he's going to chop one to first off the glove of Dalbec. He's going to flip to first, but it's not in time. Everyone's safe. So first and second, 1 out for Pete Alonso. Alonso, though, is going to ground one to second. Albiz to short, and to back to first, and that's a double play to end the rally in the 8th. My goodness. In the 9th, it would be Okert. We did not bring Edwin Diaz in because he was a little tired, so I wasn't going to bring him in unless it was a save opportunity. So Okert's in. That's a leadoff single. Austin Riley already homered this game. He lines one over the glove of Francisco Lindor. That one's going all the way to the wall, and the runner from first is going to round third and try to head home. The relay throw from Lindor is just late, and Albies scores all the way from first, and the Braves take a lead, and they have a guy on second with no out as Oswaldo Cabrera hits one deep to center field. It's going to be a tough play for Luis Robert, and he is going to make the play while crashing up against the wall, but the runner will go to third. So they got a runner on third with 1 out and are threatening for an insurance run, I should say. Elliot Ramos, he flies one to shallow right. Don't think they're going to test Austin Riley. Let's see. They will. Austin Riley goes home. The throw from Tucker is in time. An outfield assist from Kyle Tucker. I'm not sure what the Braves were thinking. I guess, it was 2 out, so they just wanted to send him anyway, but that was way too shallow to test Kyle Tucker as he throws a dart and throws out Austin Riley at the plate. So we're going into the 9th, chasing one, and the closer, the brother of our closer, we got Alexis Diaz. He is 6 for 10 in save opportunity, so he's struggling early on. Super high ERA. Let's see if we can get to him. Francisco Alvarez first up. He pops one up in the infield. That one will be caught, no problem. 1 away in the bottom of the 9th. Next up, Brett Beatty, 2-1 count. He flies one into left. This is a can of corn out there for Ronald Acuna. 2 away, we're down to our last out, down by 1 in the bottom of the 9th. And our last chance is Luis Robert, who's hit a home run this game. He's going to chop one up the middle for a base hit, keeping this game going. So now we got the winning run at the plate, tying run at first with some pretty decent speed. So a shot in the gap here might tie this game. Lindor's going to draw a walk. So first and second, 2 out. It's Teoscar Hernandez. Let's see if he can come through. He's going to hit one up the middle. Diving play by Albies. Can't make it. Everyone's going to be safe, but if he didn't dive and let that go through, this game would easily be tied. So it did save the game right there. Ramon Urias up next. He lines one to left field. Down the line, Acuna's going. If it drops, the game's over. But no, he makes the play right up against the wall on the run. What a play from Ronald Acuna. Saves the day. Nice defensive work from Albies and Acuna, and they hold on just barely as the Braves win in the 9th. We're going to jump ahead a little bit. About a week later, we're playing the Dodgers. We're 31-19, so we're still off to a pretty good start. It's a battle of aces in this one as Walker Buehler takes them out for the Dodgers. 6-2 with a 3.31 ERA. And for us, it's Corbin Burnes. He's 5-1 with a 2.27. So Corbin Burnes off to a fantastic start. We're hoping he can do this all season. Hopefully win a Cy Young. You never know. Anyway, leading off the game for the Dodgers, it's Harrison Bader, and he pokes one in a right field for a base hit. Dodgers got one on, nobody out. So leadoff guy on for Edmund Sosa, 1-2 count. He is going to chop to short. It's Ramon Urias playing short today. He's going to go to second and just get the out. It was a little risky to go to second, but we got the out. Mookie Betts up next. He goes down swinging. Beautifully placed sinker. There is it's Nolan Gorman. And we try to get out of this thing. He's off to a hot start in the season. And, oh, boy, that one's no doubt about it to left. Nolan Gorman came in batting .367. And, yeah, that's why he is locked in at the plate. His 12th home run of the season already. My goodness, Nolan Gorman is having a quite a start to the year. So 2-0 down early. In the top half of the second, it's Pete Alonso. He hits one deep into right field. Let's see if this one can clear the wall. It is off the wall, just missed. If that was like 2 inches to the right, that would have cleared the low wall, but no, it hits the wall. That famous wall where Aaron Judge broke his toe. And next up, Francisco Alvarez. He hits one deep in the left, but that'll be right at the left fielder. Pete Alonso never going to tag on that, so he's still at second with 1 out. Next up, Brett Beatty. Let's see if he can come through. No, he cannot. He's going to pop that one up in the infield. Shortstop's right there to put that one away. So 2 out, and hopefully we can't, hopefully we don't leave this guy stranded at second. It's Teoscar who smokes one to center field, but Harrison Bader's got the speed, and he tracks that one down. Good read right off the bat from Harrison Bader, and nice catch out there. Anyway, in the third, it's Jake Berger leading off. He's getting the start at second today. He grounds one, lines one through the hole for a base hit. So we got our leadoff guy on, and batting ninth is Tom Murphy getting the spot started catcher, and he goes deep to left field, crushes that one off Walker Buehler. The backup catcher providing the power we need in this one early on. It's a tie game at 2, thanks to a 2-run shot from Tom Murphy. Doesn't play often, but we just figured we'd DH Alvarez today and start Murphy, and it paid off. In the fourth, it's Vladdy. Vladdy smokes one to center. Nimmo goes back, looks up, and watches it fly out of here. Dead center, solo shot for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That's his 10th of the season, and the Dodgers have the lead right back just like that. Nothing doing all the way until the 7th. It's Corbin Burns still on, trying to get through the 7, and it's Dalton Varsho. That's another no-doubt home run. So the 3rd home run for the Dodgers today, and they got all 4 runs off of homers. 4-2 in the 7th as Corbin Burns tried to finish that 7th inning, only allowing the 3 earned, but no, he'll get out of here with, I think it was 6 1/3 and 4 earned runs, 3 homers he gave up. So a long ball hurts Corbin Burns today, and we versed Walker Buehler, so it was hard to get those bats going. So far, all we got was a 2-run shot, and we're headed all the way into the 9th. Nick Anderson on the mound. He's a closer for the Dodgers. He's 11 for 13 this year, but he does have a high ERA, so it's promising. Dodgers would get 1 extra run, so it's 5-2. Pete Alonso grounds out 1 1/3, 1 away. So quick out in the 9th. Francisco Alvarez up next, and he will ground to short. So another quick second out as we're down to our last out. Down by 3, Brett Beatty is going to fly to right. Mookie Betts is jogging over, and he will make the play with ease. Dodgers win 5-2. We lose again this episode. So 2 games from 2, we took a loss, as in this game it was just the offense. Couldn't get anything going. And Corbin Burns did get hurt by the long ball in this one. Dodgers obviously a good team. Maybe we'll see them in the postseason this year. It is highly likely, so we'll see. But I don't think it'll be the last of them we see this season. So we'll get them back. We'll jump into the last game of this episode, and it is against the Minnesota Twins. I don't think we've played the Twins on video in this whole franchise. I could be wrong, but I don't think we have. So it's good to show them as we end the month of May. I think this might be June 1st or June 2nd at this point, as Logan Gilbert's on the mound. And it's Tommy Edman leading off. He's going to strike out. Beautiful backdoor slider. Gilbert not off to the best start of the season in his walk year. Remember, we didn't sign David Peterson because I intentionally had in mind I wanted to sign Logan Gilbert after this season, but that could change, especially if he doesn't have a good season. Anyway, we're going up against Pablo Lopez. He's doing okay so far. We get 1 guy on, 1 out for Kyle Tucker, and that's going to be a double play. It's how the first inning ends for the Mets. So no score after 1. We're jumping all the way to the 4th. Bottom 4th, leading off is Brandon Nimmo, and he rips one down the right field line. That one's fair. It's gone, and it is gone. Into the second deck, Brandon Nimmo leads off the 4th inning with a solo home run. It's 1-0 New York here in the 4th, as Nimmo hits his 15th home run of the season. So he looks like he's going to have a pretty solid home run number season. And we'll go to the 5th. Walker Jenkins up for the Twins. He's going to line one in the left. That's going to dunk ahead of Nimmo. But what was that? Brandon Nimmo lets that ball go by him on an inexcusable mistake, and it goes all the way to the wall. It's going to be a 1 out. They're going to call this, believe it or not, they're going to call this a triple for Walker Jenkins. That's clearly a single and an error, but it's okay. Next batter, Jose Miranda. He goes down swinging on a nasty slider. So now the runner on third with 2 out. It's Luis Urias, brother of Ramon Urias, who we have, and he hits a base hit through the hole in the left field, and the Twins have tied this game at 1 in the top of the 5th. Next batter, Adam Redding. he is going to pop up to first. So Logan Gilbert would get out of the fifth here, but this game's tied at 1. Bottom half of the fifth, it's 2 on, nobody out for Francisco Lindor. Let's see if he can do something. He lines one into the gap. That one's headed towards the wall. Lindor is going to stand up easy with a 2-out double. So Lindor giving us a shot here in the fifth for Teoscar Hernandez. And Teoscar's going to hit one up the middle. Shortstop can't make the play, goes off his glove. Lindor's rounding third. He's heading home. The throw home is not in time. Heads up base running from Francisco Lindor as he was going with 2 outs right after the bobble. He just, no hesitation, went home, and we steal a run there, making it 2-1 in the sixth. Eloy Jimenez lines one to left, but Brandon Nimmo's there on the warning track to take that in. So we're through 6 here. 5.5 up 2-1. Kyle Tucker in the sixth. He hits one deep to right field. The right fielder's going to look up, and that one's out of here. Another second deck shot for New York, as this time it's Kyle Tucker hitting one in the second deck, making it 3-1. We got our 2-run lead back. His 13th home run of the season. So we'll get a better look at see where this landed. As you can see, that one headed for the second deck, and it lands up there. 3-1. And Gilbert's still in. This would be his last batter, trying to get through 7 innings. Check swing from Walker Jenkins, but he went around, says the third base umpire. And Logan Gilbert finishes 7 innings, only 2 hits, and that 1 run, which, you know, was kind of ridiculous that it was earned because it was clearly an error out there from Nimmo, but they called it a hit. But it's okay. Twins threatening here in the 8th. They got first and second. That was 2 softly hits, so Pete Alonso just steps on first. Second and third, 2 out. And Pavin Smith's going to hit one deep in the corner to right. Kyle Tucker's drifting over, and he's going to make the play right in front of the wall as Smith just missed a go-ahead 3-run shot in the 8th. Wow, bottom half of the 8th. It is Brandon Nimmo leading off. He's going to dunk one in the left for a base hit. So we get our leadoff guy in the 8th, looking for some big insurance runs. And it is Kyle Tucker. He strikes out swinging on the slider. Nice pitch there from Moran. Pete Alonso up next. He rips one up the middle for a base hit. Almost took the pitcher's head off. So it's first and second, 1 out here in the 8th. So we could definitely use a run or two to secure this victory. Brett Beatty draws a walk. So we got bases loaded, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. We got to at least score 1. Hopefully no double play from Francisco Alvarez. It will not be a double play. That one's headed. It might be gone. It is off the wall. And 2 runs have scored. Here comes the third run. Brett Beatty rounding third. The throw home is not in time and way offline. That clears the bases. Bases clearing, 3 RBI double for Francisco Alvarez. As in the 9th, the Twins would get 2 on, but it's Walter Jenkins striking out. And then Jose Miranda would be the last hope. He grounds to second. Urias spins, fires, and gets him. And the Mets win this one. We finally win a game this episode. So great pitching from Logan Gilbert. Our offense was alive today. A couple home runs and some good timely double from Francisco Alvarez to get that done. So here we are. It was June 2nd. So basically we just, in the end of May, start of June, we are 39-24. Still playing well. We'll take a look at the standings in just a second as we see what we have ahead. And in the standings, we're now 6.5. So our lead got cut back a little bit, but we're still 6.5 games up. You see the Phillies caught fire as they are 33-31 now. So they're above 500, so they are doing pretty solid. They're definitely catching some fire. Braves and everyone else under 500 in the division. So it's really just a matter, I guess, between us and the Phillies. This is how the wild card's looking. Everyone's still kind of in it. Even the Braves all the way down there, 3.5 games out, but so many teams ahead of them. But yeah, it's a tight division race. I mean, it's a tight race in general for the wild card early on. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. We'll have June, and I think we'll have the All-Star break by the end of it as well. So stay tuned for that one. Thanks so much.
Good, Miss Calorious lid. I sipped the potion, imported it. I on the type, watch me pour it in. Opportunity, knock at the door, they like rent. They rush for the doors and it open like biscuit. Pin stroke, game cold as the fridge. Sound wave for like more than the clicks. Cowboy bug, I surf the web for the hits.